Hey, Regina, how are you? It's good to see you again. I hope you had a happy Monday, or at least a not insane Monday. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad it was good. I had a very peaceful day myself. I've been doing a lot of thinking today. Good. I'm happy to hear that. Midas and I spent a lot of time relaxing in the bed. I am not going to scare your pants off tonight. I promise you. Hello, Miss Self-Made. How are you? I need to put my glasses on. I try not to because of the reflection, but I can't see without them. Hello, hello. Y'all can hear me clearly, I hope. Let me put ooh, I really need new glasses, but we're gonna work with this. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, good. I listen. I love these little microphones. I love them. Got them off of the TikTok shop for like $5. They were doing some kind of I don't know flash sale at the time. I love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Really good investment. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Just Be Real. Thank you. I call these my Tennessee Williams frames because they're brown. So he had a pair of glasses that were similar in color. So that's what I call them. But I do need another pair, another prescription. But thank y'all so much for being here. I know this was kind of I don't know. I kind of decided to do this last minute, so to speak. There's been so much happening since I posted that vampire video, and I've just been kind of going ever since. And excuse me, I'm grateful, and I try and tell y'all that every time that I'm grateful. But there are so many things that I want to talk about, so many experiences that I want to share. And I don't want us to get caught up on just that one experience with the vampire because there's so much more. There's so much more. So we've been talking about astral travel lately a lot in the comments on some of my other videos. People have been mentioning their experiences. And I wanted to talk about that tonight because I had an experience. And again, this was years ago. And please keep in mind, y'all, I'm getting ready to be 48. We're talking from my childhood up until adulthood that I've been experiencing things. So it's a lot to go over. But there's one particular experience I have wondered about for years. And again, because I did not want to seem like something was wrong with me, I only told people, hi, pretty face. I only told people, hello, Deborah. Hi, Abby. Thank you for joining us. I've only told people who were incredibly close to me because I knew that they wouldn't judge me or think I was weird. But please, y'all, listen. And I need y'all, if you have an experience similar, if you have any theory on what it might be, please share it with us because I am still completely dumbfounded by this. So I used to be into meditation. I used to meditate consistently every day. It was my practice at a certain time of the day. And this one particular experience that I'm going to tell you about, it really, I don't want to say it frightened me off of meditation, but it really had me rethinking what type of things we could possibly be connected to when we're in that state. But again, this happened when I was younger, I think my early 30s. So I'm meditating. I used to do the sound wave meditation, either the 528 megahertz, or I can't remember what the other frequency was, but I was really into frequency meditations. I got my position on my bed, of course, relaxed. I had my headphones, playing the meditation, doing the breathing exercises. I remember just completely relaxing. And I don't know if anyone else experiences this when they meditate, but that feeling of almost floating out of your body started. And then it began to feel like I was being pulled, like taffy. Do you know what taffy looks like when they pull it? Or like mozzarella cheese, a cheese pull. That's what it felt like. And next thing you know, I'm looking at my body on the bed, and my conscience, my soul, my spirit, however you refer to it, was close to the ceiling, floating above the bed. And I never had that happen before. So I'm not trying to be funny, but I wasn't sure if I had died or what was happening. But then I felt this presence come in to not just the room, but the house. And in this state, it's your consciousness. So you're still able to think and form thoughts, and you're still able to comprehend. So I feel this presence fill the house. And I remember that feeling of, oh my God, this presence, this entity, whatever it is too big for this space. And then this is the, not that the other stuff isn't strange, but this is really strange. I start seeing the particles in the air coming together, like they started to light up like little beads of light, and they started pulling themselves together, like it was whatever the presence was trying to form into something. And I saw it with my soul or spirit consciousness, whatever that was floating. And I'm watching this come together, and you can feel it pulling the energy in the air together. And it started getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Well, I got frightened, and I started screaming, I guess, in my head. And I was snapped back into my body like that. And even after I came back around, I could still feel that energy in the room with me. And I hesitated to meditate for a very, very long time after that. And I'm just wondering, have any of you ever had that experience? Have you ever heard about anyone having that kind of experience? Excuse me. Um, do you have any idea what it could have been? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But it's just, again, one of the many strange things that has happened throughout my life. And I have to wonder, are all of these experiences interconnected, intertwined in some type of way? Like a map of some type leading me to something? I don't know. What do you say, Regina? Not in meditation, but I've seen something like that randomly a long time ago. It didn't feel off, Lisa. It didn't frighten me. I was just shocked. I was shocked because I'd never experienced that before. And maybe whatever the entity was felt that maybe I had entered their space and I was ready for some form of communication, and I just truly wasn't. I don't know, but it didn't feel bad. And like I said last night, because a lot of people keep talking about the vampire being a demon and this being a demon and that being a demon. I've felt the presence of demons before. I know what that is and I know what it feels like, and this wasn't that. You were seeing a being materialize, but could have been a guy. Okay, I didn't think about that. I have seen the lights too. You were able to see in a different dimension for a moment. Yes, Regina, please. Fatgirlfreestyle@gmail.com. I would appreciate it. I was seeing my own energy. It happened to me, and when I was made aware, I snapped back into my body. I'm 41. This happened to me around 16 years of age. Okay. Okay, so that's good to know that someone else has had that experience. I was seeing my own energy. Wow. Hello, Deborah. Over these last years, I've been experiencing all kinds of beings. Yes. So again, this is why I share these things. This is why I talk about this stuff, because I've had the past life dreams. I have been a man in several previous existences. I don't consider these beings dark or negative anymore, and my world has opened up. Yes, again, I did not feel like it was a negative presence. I didn't feel like it was bad. I was just shocked because I was not prepared. Yeah. I've been shown my guides and taken out of body for healing. An NDE that was prompted by my angelic team for healing and return to. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Lisa. That is very interesting. Wow. I'll tell you something else strange that has happened to me. And this is why I think, hello, thank you for joining us. Bliss. Hello, Bliss. I'm going to tell y'all something else that's strange. And this is why I think that maybe something happened to me and I was pushed into another timeline. I was on the road coming back from visiting a friend. It was about a 4 hour, 4.5 hour drive to go see them. And I left very, very early that morning. and I was driving back and I was incredibly tired. I really should have pulled over and slept somewhere, but I didn't. Again, I was younger. I felt like I could do it. I had the strength. I don't need that much sleep. I can go, 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 go. Well, I'm on the highway. Hi, butterfly. Do you remember what video it was so I can go and check it? Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. Um, so I'm tired. I'm driving on the highway and I just remember being so tired, y'all. I remember being so tired. And I'm sitting here talking about it and I could hear the sounds of the car, like the tires on the highway while I'm telling y'all this. And I could see myself because I remember what I was wearing that day. I had on a white button down shirt that had like gray and yellow pinstripes on it. And it had the elastic at the wrist and I had it pulled up. And I'm driving and I'm feeling myself drifting, 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 drifting. And eventually, of course, I fell asleep. But when I opened my eyes, I was going off an exit off the highway. It's like the car was driving itself, like it had made the exit and was going around the curve so perfectly. And I just, kind of, I was like, oh, and I'm looking around, I'm like, what the hell? I don't even know where I'm at. Just exiting off the interstate. And there was a Dollar General right there off the highway on the little road. So I pulled into the Dollar General and I kind of, pulled myself together. Hi, Danny. How are you? Hello, nothing special. I pulled myself together for, a few minutes, went in, got some water, walked around, moved around, and all is well. Thank you so much. And I got back in the car, but I felt so weird. Felt very strange. Like something, like the puzzle pieces weren't, like they fit together. The puzzle pieces fit together, but they weren't completely flat, is how I was feeling. And I felt like that for days afterwards. And I kept wondering what was off. And it was after that experience that I started to notice things. Remember, I told y'all the other day, time doesn't make sense to me anymore. So I can't specifically say if I don't know the exact year, if I can't recall the exact year, I can't tell. All I can say is a few years ago. I can recall some things, but I can only say a few years ago, or I was about this age, or it happened around this time. And it was ever since that day when I fell asleep behind the wheel and I woke up to my car basically being guided off the exit. I felt that way ever since. I don't know, Abby, because that was long before I had my encounter with her. But I don't know. Does she have something to do with that too? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. And again, like I said, there's so many things, so many experiences, so many things to talk about. I don't remember what day, month, or year. Exactly, Lisa. So you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's like time has just become this big ball of mush. And I've started having to keep a calendar. Like I keep a calendar near my desk and I keep a calendar on the wall behind me because I constantly have to be like, what day is it? And maybe all of these experiences, I don't know, maybe all of these things have taken bits and pieces of me. Maybe there are a bunch of entities in other dimensions that have bits and pieces of me. I don't know. Another thing I experience a lot. In fact, somebody made a comment today that I reminded them of a nursing instructor that they had. I really looked a lot like a nursing instructor that they had in New York many years ago. I hear that a lot. Good evening. I'm a native New Yorker, Renee. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I hear that a lot too. You look exactly like this person. You look exactly like that person. I get that so much, especially in more recent years. We don't and may never understand. We're all yes, we are all shifting timelines. Also, you may have left that life and walked into a new. That's very possible too. And it's very possible as well. I do have familiar energy, Abby. See, that's what I'm saying. I hear it a lot, and people are always like, I'll catch people staring at me, and I'll just say, hello, how are you? Like I don't think it's strange, but I'll just say, hello, how are you? And they'll say, is your name so and so? And I'm like, no. And they're like, are you related to such and such? And I'm like, no. I said, but I don't know my biological father. And he came from a very big family that I did discover through DNA. I said, so I don't know. It's very possible. And they're always like, man, you look just like such and such. You look just like so and so. You look just like such and such. And then I have to think, oh my God, are there different versions of me existing in this world all at the same time? Nothing is out of the realm of possibility in my eyes. Nothing. Yes, we are drawn together for a reason. I get that all the time too. In real life, people tell me, "Oh, you remind me of my daughter, my grandchild, etc." Yeah, it's crazy. Like not just reminding, but like I've heard you are the spitting image of so and so. You are the spitting image of such and such. You sure you're not related? Because people in New Orleans that's just how we are. We talk, and on a soul level, yes. I can't remember that I'm the video that I made the comment on, but I do remember telling you that you're a great storyteller. I found you on TikTok. I don't listen to scary stories, but yours are great. Thank you, Butterfly Diva, for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy. But I'm just doing what God, universe, angels, spirits, ancestors have ordained me to do. And with that very first video that I just went ahead and shared, it has opened up so many possibilities for me. It has connected me to so many people. It has helped me understand so many things in this world that I held on to and didn't talk about. Yeah, Cheryl. If you ever travel to New Orleans, Butterfly, please let me know. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate you. think I need to be on Netflix, Cheryl? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I've had visions of past lives. Like really, this is something else too, y'all. When y'all dream sometimes, y'all dream about certain things. Yeah, storyteller series. When y'all dream about certain things, are you there? Like not that you can see yourself, but you know that your consciousness, your spirit, your energy, your soul is there watching everything happen. Hi, Melanin Mommy, how are you? You're watching everything that's there. I have that feeling a lot, or that experience rather, a lot in my dreams. Excuse me. I remember one series of dreams. Oh, your name is Barbara Butterfly. Let me tell you, Miss Barbara was a great lady. She truly was. And it was a blessing to have known her. And just that whole experience was mind blowing. And another one that I hesitated to talk about because who's going to believe that you got a call from a deceased person? Who's going to believe that? And then people are like, oh, well, you didn't think to do this and you didn't think to do that. And you didn't. I'm like, listen, when I pulled up in front of that house and I saw them newspapers, I knew something was going on because she never went a day without reading that newspaper. She would never leave them newspapers on that porch. That I knew. She read that paper faithfully. So I knew something. And had she gone somewhere with somebody or left, she would have let me know. She wouldn't have just gone, especially if it was an extended period of time, because she shared her appointments and everything that she had to do with me so that I got scheduled to be her ride. Come on, Cheryl, come on. Mom, it's me, LOL, your son. That is Tristan, y'all. That is my son that I do the the videos with. Hi, how are you, Saf? How are you? Everybody tell Tristan hello. I see you, son. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, some strange things. Tristan, you see everybody telling you hello? We're going to he's off for the next couple of days, so I'm going to um get back to posting. I'm going to have a couple of food reviews posted because listen, y'all, Tristan is the whole reason I even started on this journey. He's the whole reason I even started here. Is because of his encouragement. So that is how I'm here, because of him pulling me from a dark place to do something. Is he single? Yes, thank you. I love it too. I love the ambiance that it sets. And then again, it makes me feel like we are around a campfire together or at a sleepover. No, Cheryl, he's not married. He's not married. Hey everyone, love you guys. Thanks for the support. I love you all. Get to experience my mom and why I love and experience her with me. Yes, son. It is a great, we have a great relationship. We have a great relationship. I've told y'all about Jeremy's birth story, but he's still here. He wasn't on here with me, Eris, but he's in the comments. Cheryl, you have a crush on my son. Cheryl, how old are you? Because my son is only 30 years old. Cheryl, how old are you? Oh my goodness. Um, but I've told y'all about Jeremy's birth story, but Tristan has an interesting. Hi Maria, thank you for being here. Tristan has an interesting birth story too because I think my youngest son is. Tristan has never told me about any strange experiences. A guy took me to this place on Frenchman Street and it was giving Blade movie. Yeah. So I mean you've been here, so you see it. You've seen it for yourself. You've experienced it. People don't believe it. People don't believe it. But again, that's why I tell people, y'all have to come here. You have to see it for yourself. Hi, passport traveler. You have to see it for yourself. You have to experience it for yourself to know that it's not a joke. Okay, sorry about that. Somebody called. I'm a little slow. This about. Oh, Tristan. That's Tristan again. I'm sorry, y'all. New Orleans is definitely a whole other level, for sure. But Tristan, Tristan came into the world like my pregnancy was normal. His birth was pretty normal, save for the fact that he didn't want to come out, so they had to get the forceps. But hi, Jess. But Tristan was quiet when he was born. He wasn't crying at all. And his eyes were wide open when he came out. I couldn't see, but his dad was there. And I feel like yes. In a past life, it probably was. In a past life, it may have very well been native New Yorker. It may have very well been. Hello, Sharon. Yes, absolutely. Welcome back. What's up, Detroit kid? Thank y'all for being here. Hello, Benny. But when Tristan was born, he was quiet and his eyes were wide open. And when they laid him on my chest, I'm looking at him and he looking right back at me. It was crazy. But he didn't make a sound. He didn't make a peep. It's like he was just observing, taking everything in. And his grandmother, Miss Deborah, his dad's mom, God rest her soul, used to say Tristan had telling eyes, meaning that you could see everything in his eyes, and it's still true. Definitely an old soul. That's why I call him a hippie, because Tristan's got that hippie vibe. Most definitely. What you say, Detroit? um, Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love my city. I feel like we have the best food in the states, maybe not the world, but I think we have the best. I would agree with you, son. We do have some of the best food. Detroit kid, that's my son. The budding hippie, that's my son. It's all right, Tristan. Tristan, all right, come on now. It's fine. But yeah, I definitely think my youngest son is, because like I told you, he's the one that told me at 4 years old Um, he died on a boat. That's the main reason you're trying to get over here, because of the food. You won't be disappointed, guaranteed, for sure. Um, Something I want to talk about too. I'm sharing these experiences. People are asking me for information, like, where did I drop the vampire off at? Search the app and it could tell me. Um, they want to know where the group home is where I experienced the little boy ghost Teddy. What? People are strange. I'm not, no, it's still a group home. I'm not telling y'all that information so y'all can go there and harass. No, people are crazy. Exactly. I'm not telling them anything. They could get mad. They could just, they could get mad, they could get upset. I'm not releasing that kind of information. There's no way. There's no way. But I'm just saying it's weird. I'm talking about one of my other experiences, son. It's okay. It's okay. It does take a lot just to open up about things, yeah. And they're all over the place. Um that's like yesterday when I was that yesterday or the day before? I can't recall. When I mentioned the passenger who told me about the lady that he saw in the French Quarter that was walking the two wolves. And he said he made eye contact with one of them one day, and the wolf had human eyes and looked like it wanted to tell him something. He's not even sure. Tristan, come on now, stop being silly. He's not even sure anybody else saw her and those wolves but him, because he didn't recall her ever like waving to anybody or telling anybody else hello or anything like that. So, right? And that's another thing too. Okay, Aisha, I hear you. I've most definitely take that drive to come get some of this food. I don't blame you. Tristan is acting up, Regina. He truly is. That's just that's just Tristan. That's my big boy. Still my baby. Absolutely. But I don't know. I don't know. It's strange. But again, I'm grateful to have found you guys, and I'm happy to have y'all here because I don't care what people think or say about the experiences that I share. Again, it's the fact that people are saying, "Hey, me too." He's getting the chat lit. Is the fact that people are saying me too, and this happened to me and I've never told anybody, and it's all happening for a reason, y'all. I just don't know what that reason is, but I think it's important that we all start to come together because of the times that we're living in. And let's just face it, there are so many things that are against us, just kind of showing each other kindness and humanity. There's so many things that don't want us to do that. So I think now more than ever, it's important that we connect on all these different levels. I drowned at 7, but a spirit pulled me to the ladder. And so, wow, Lisa. Wow. Serendipity. That is the word. That is the word, Sav. Thank you. And moderating. uh, the veil is thin, and we're in the age of Aquarius, so it all makes sense. Yeah. Kimberly. My name is Kimberly, but everybody calls me Kim. Just open the door. He'll come to you. Midas. 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 Midas does the weirdest thing I discovered today. He sleeps with his eyes open sometimes. Very weird. Midas. Midas. Come on, lazy floof. He was deep in sleep, y'all. He's 10. What do you think your next story will be? Um, he was fibbing. Um, I don't know. I have so many things to share. I wanted to talk tonight about some dreams I had about a past life, different past lives. One of them is very incredibly detailed, and I think I'm going to tell that one in a different way because it's a sensitive subject matter. And in thinking about it, there are some other experiences that I do believe are tied to it. So I have to gather my thoughts on on it and put it together so that it will make sense so that I can tell the story. Every time I say Midas's name, I do not interpret dreams, Eris. Say if you grew up in a haunted house. Um but yeah, I'm thinking about how I'm going to share that experience. But again, it's sensitive subject matter and I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. Like that's not my intention. Um oh Jody. Okay, okay. I missed that message. I'm sorry. Uh so yeah, there's that. But something else I want to tell y'all because somebody reposted my video on Instagram. And so I got a lot of people over on Instagram. But okay, so Tristan has had experiences. We're gonna have to we'll see if we could get him on one night to talk about it, y'all. How about that? A ghost or spirit? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to, but I'm curious. I mean, it may happen. Hello, Queen Real Talk. How are you? But I want to say this. I want to say this because I need y'all to know this. I have different platforms for different things. So me and Tristan's videos, which again, I would love for y'all to go and watch those too. Share those as well because again, he's the whole reason I'm even here. You know, he wanted to start getting into this and I did it for him. And then it just made room for me to come here and turn into this. Um, but I have different platforms for different things. My Instagram is more for the adult topics, content, more of the fat acceptance, body love, that kind of stuff. TikTok and YouTube is more similar where I share, stuff from here to there. Excuse me. Somebody or a few people mentioned that I should do a podcast. I actually have a podcast, or had rather, that I have been considering bringing back out. But yeah, he is very silly, y'all. So I don't know how him telling it is gonna turn out, but we'll see. How about that? We'll see. uh, but I used to have a character called Miss Kimmykins. And Miss Kimmykins was on the grown folk side of stuff, very adult stuff. So, well, I was gonna start doing that here, but I don't know. I was gonna start doing it on YouTube because I don't want to be overwhelmed, y'all. I was gonna start sharing subscriber stories here because I don't want to be overwhelmed. This is a one woman show. It's just me and my iPhone 12 at that. So I don't know. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to spread myself too thin. I don't want to um yes, kind of like Zane, which I met Zane by the way. I met Zane maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. When did I it maybe 5, 6 years ago. Um but I met her and you would expect her to look and be one way, but she's a very quiet lady. She's very simple, blends into the crowd. Leslie Sdl, but no, who is that? I don't know who's that. But yeah, I write, you know, I talk about very, very, very adult things as Miss Kimmykins. And I had a podcast where people would submit their um sexy experiences to me and I would read it on the podcast. And that was the content. And it was a success. Supernatural erotica? That's a thing? Oh, that is a thing. Okay. Well, thank you for telling me that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look her up, child. I will definitely go look her up, Saf. Thank you for sharing that. Vampire Huntress Legends. Okay. I'm gonna go check her out. Thank you. So, I was thinking about getting back into that. So, yeah. Yeah. Because people have, still been emailing Miss Kimmy Cans and like, when you coming back? Because I got a story I want to share with you so you can read it, because for whatever reason, people like the sound of my voice. So, oh no, you just hit something on the freeway. Are you okay? Are you okay, Catherine? But I just wanted to share that too because there are, a couple of different sides to me, a couple of different, you know, I don't want to say personalities, but just definitely just different sides. So there's different sides to us all. And I thank y'all for making me feel very comfortable here. I greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate the suggestions and everything. You know, But y'all, and another thing too that I want to say before I get ready to go, I mentioned to someone, yes, Saf, we're each other's mirror, absolutely. I wanted to say too that, recently, in recent weeks, I gave up eating meat. And, my body feels different, of course. Not as much experience with inflammation that I was having. Like my body used to ache really, really bad. It was just, too much. But I noticed, and it's not just the fact that I gave up eating meat, it was just a lot of stuff. Thank you, Catherine. Yes, because it's real, absolutely. Um, but because go ahead, Midas. But because I feel like it's not just the fact that I've given up meat. I feel like because I have been able to free myself. Yes, see what I'm saying, Regina? Like, yeah, I had a need that bothered me terribly. Don't feel it anymore. But someone made a good point that they believe is part of like this awakening process that I'm going through. There's certain things just don't align with me anymore because I'm elevating basically. And I have to agree with that because let me tell y'all, since I have started talking to y'all and like unburdening myself, and I don't want to say unloading these experiences, but really unloading these experiences because holding on to this, keeping it in my mind, constantly going over it, questioning my own sanity, is very heavy stuff. So ever since I have been able to share with y'all, I have felt different. My body has felt lighter. Like I'm releasing not just physical weight, but emotional and mental and spiritual weight as well, if that makes any sense. So, all the way around, I'm feeling better. And I never realized how heavy these things can be when we hold on to them and don't talk about them and don't share them with other people because we're not comfortable in spaces because we feel like, again, that judgment. So, I feel worlds different than I felt a couple of weeks ago. The sugar and the dairy, good, Jody. Good. But yeah, just all of this is just phenomenal, a phenomenal feeling. And I feel myself getting better overall, just improving overall and feeling better. And that's why I say y'all have no idea what y'all have done for my life just through embracing me the way y'all have. So I think that's just kind of what I wanted to touch on as part of the ascension process. Our DNA is changed. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Um, I'm gonna take a couple of days off. I have to, um, I don't know, kind of clear my mind a little bit. Yes, letting go. Thank you, Aaron. Yes, and it feels good to be heard. It feels good to be heard. It feels amazing to be heard. Yeah, but I'm gonna take a couple of days. Um, to just kind of, I don't know, take everything in because, again, this has happened so quickly over the last 2 weeks. And my video is over 1 million views on TikTok. Like, I can't keep up with the comments anymore. So I've just stopped answering comments. Yes, exactly. It's very healing. Thank you, Melanie. Yes, self-care first. Absolutely. But it's just been a lot. But like I told y'all in the beginning of everything, I've been asking the universe to show me my purpose. What am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to go about doing it? Yes. And I am grateful for that. Yes, I did. Because I'm telling y'all, me and Tristan had 230 subscribers a couple of weeks ago. Now I think we're like 5,400 in a matter of weeks. And we were able to be monetized. That's amazing. Unheard, I would have never imagined. But divine favor. And y'all are part of that. And again, I'm so grateful. I can't say that enough. I can't say that enough. A community. And that's what I want. Thank you, Detroit Kid. I appreciate you. Um, yeah. I told the demon story last night, but I will eventually make a video on it for those that missed the live. I'll go ahead and make a video about it and talk about it. Eventually I will. But I just, you know, and I want to know too, who has downloaded the books? I want to know I want to know what y'all think about them. I want to know how they made y'all feel, how, like, what your experience was with it. Yes, God is great. No, you are not the only one, Melanin. You are in good company. I Saf, that book, The Lady Trucker Chronicles, actually is supposed to have two more books after that one. They're in a community, one of the community posts, Jess. Um, you're gonna have to scroll. I posted, what was it, Saturday, Sunday? Might have been Saturday or Friday. Might have been Saturday or Friday. I can't recall. But just go to the community tab and scroll down, and you're gonna see it's pictures of the book covers. And I need y'all to read the post thoroughly because I put a trigger warning and I want y'all to decide, because Not All Women Wear Hot Pants, which is a collection of short stories, has a lot of triggering content, and I don't want anybody to be upset. So please go and read that so that you'll know and make a decision as to which one you would prefer to read. One of my videos posted on my page is also of me reading one of the stories from the book. Yeah, Saf, it is some pretty tough situations. But that is in the female rage fiction genre. So the subject matter is very tough. It's very difficult. Yes, you're welcome. Yes, but very real. Yes. So that's why I like to let people know, you have to read that particular book with caution. You have to be prepared for that one. Because the first story off top is wild, because of the language and just the whole situation. But the last story though is a tender is a very tender, very loving story. So I didn't want the whole thing to be heavy. But yeah, y'all go get the PDF copies and please read them and let me know what y'all think. And I'm gonna spend a couple of days, like I said, just meditating and thinking and figuring some things out because I haven't been creative in a very, very, very long time. And writing was my first love before I had my children. I've been writing since I was 11. And my writing was always very emotional. And it's because that's how I expressed myself. Thank you. Thank you, Erin. So, and to have been not been able to do that for many, many years and just kind of have all this stuff built up and then finally have an opportunity to share. Basically, the floodgates have been open since I've been here with y'all. So, hi, Ash. It's okay. It's all right. I'm about to get off in a minute. It's fine. You had called me. I'm gonna make sure I call you back. Thank you, Saf. Y'all have given me a purpose. Y'all have given me reasons. I did, and that's something else that I need to because she told me some things and I'm kind of sitting with that too. But again, I'll share that eventually. Um, but it's just been a lot of stuff in a very short period of time. And I don't know. I mean, write about it. I don't know. Because again, writing has always been my therapy. Writing has always been, I guess, my way of seeing my emotions, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's why I say I'm going to take a few days. Please enjoy the videos I have posted. Um, I have things that I have other stuff that I'm working on. Like I have a whole, this has really refreshed me. And I'm just like, want to keep this community going. So one of the plans I have is Sundays are going to be dedicated to subscribers' stories that they submit to fatgirlfreestyle@gmail.com. I'm going to do it on y'all behalf because I know a lot of people, they don't want it to be known that they've had these experiences because they don't want people, of course, the judgment, as we always talk about. Yes, exactly. Um, so I'm excited about it too, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all for being here. Every comment, just everything. But if y'all want to submit and hear me read your experiences, share your experiences, please send them to me so I can start organizing them, because I think that's what Sundays, I think that Sundays is going to be dedicated to subscriber Sundays, or whatever we're going to call it. Hello, I'm back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. That's why I love these little microphones from the TikTok shop. All right, good. I had it charging. I was prepared. I came prepared, y'all. So, yes. But Sundays are going to be dedicated to y'all for your stories and experiences. And that's how we are going to do that. Yes. And another concern that I have, since we're here together, I see a lot of people, a lot of creators, like they do the stuff with the TikTok shop. You know, oh, it's linked in my TikTok shop. It's linked in my TikTok shop. It's linked in my TikTok shop. Um, Even on YouTube, a lot of people do it. I don't ever want to do that to y'all. First of all, I don't believe in trying to push products on people. That's not my thing. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Um, so the whole Amazon storefront stuff like that, not my thing. I do appreciate y'all just being here and watching the videos. The only thing I ask is that, like, I have it set up so that YouTube doesn't place ads in the middle of my videos, but I have them at the beginning and I have them at the end. So if y'all could please let those ads play, I would appreciate it. But I do have it again set to make sure that it doesn't interrupt the videos. But just, because I hate that shit. I hate that when I'm watching something and there's an ad like smack in the middle of it. No. Ugh, it's disgusting. So yeah, so I just have it at the beginning and at the end. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. But other than that, I don't know. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Thank y'all for being here. Oh, I will make a playlist. I'm going to put all the spooky videos on a playlist. Just like I have the casual New Orleans food reviews on a playlist, I'm going to put the scary, spooky story times on a playlist as well. So for those of you who, because there was a lady who commented that she plays my videos while she paints. That was Jeremy, Regina. That was Jeremy and my daughter-in-law Chaz, because they were putting she got Midas a little Margaritaville shirt. And they were putting it on him yesterday. But that was my youngest son, Jeremy. that interrupted me yesterday. Tristan is much more respectful. Jeremy is an Aquarius, which translates to he don't give a F about nothing. Oh my God, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Lisa, I appreciate you. Thank you. And good night, my dear. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, snapped us right out of it, Regina. But again, Aquarius. And that should tell you everything you need to know. Because an Aquarius gives zero F's about anything in life. I have learned that. All right, y'all. So, like I said, I'm gonna take a couple of days because between the meeting I had on Sunday, so you understand, Regina. You understand. But between the meeting I had on Sunday and just thank you, Infamous. I appreciate you. And thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Um, I'm going to come back in a couple of days with some phenomenal information. And I wish I could tell y'all now, but again, I'm still absorbing it. But I don't want y'all to worry about the vampire being attached to me or trying to do anything to me or anything of that sort. I know a lot of people are concerned about that, but I don't want y'all to worry about that anymore because I'll talk about all of that when I come back. But I'm again just kind of soaking it all in and um, just know that everything in life, however crazy or strange or weird or I mean, I don't want you to be concerned about it. I don't want you to be concerned. I promise you it's fine. I promise you. Um and that's basically it, Saf. And like I said, we will talk about it as a community in a few days. But every detail of my life has been designed. I am safe. I promise you. Thank you, Tara. I promise you I'm safe. I'm good. Um, but every detail of my life, the good, the bad, the wonderful, even the horrible experiences have been for a reason. Um, because there are so many things that have happened to me, but it allows me to connect to others. It allows me to understand others better. It allows me to give people grace. And at this point of my life, I have an abundance of peace that I had never experienced before just by opening up about something. Hello, Tanya. Just from opening up about that one experience and having everybody just kind of come in. And I know it sounds incredibly repetitive, y'all, but I just need y'all to understand how life changing that has been for me to go from feeling like I was completely alone in my own mind, of course, to being connected to so many people who can say, Hey, me too. And again, words can't even express just the magnitude of it, how different I feel, how much lighter I feel. A whole new world, Sam, a whole new world, absolutely. Because again, that day sitting in my car was a horrible, excuse my language, fucked up day. It had been a fucked up week. And I was questioning even still being here. And then all these other things come into your mind, and it's like you become your own enemy in your head. And you just want to go against yourself. And that's why I say I don't care what people say about me sharing that experience. They could say it's a lie, they could say it's a story, they could say I got it from True Blood or whoever the hell Colin Robinson is. I don't even know who that is. I don't care about none of that. It's the fact that I got to express it. And so many people responded with, I was here when this happened. I was there when that happened. I've had that feeling too. And I was like, damn. Yes. Well, let me share this with y'all. Because I always try to connect the divine to everything. Because regardless of what you call it, divine, higher power, there's something. And we are all a part of it. And actually, I believe that we are all it. But they are precious. Yes. Um, Years ago, and this is when my children were younger, I got evicted from an apartment. And thank you, Warrior. Thank you. I got evicted from my apartment. And it was one of the lowest moments in my life to not be able to provide a space for my children to comfortably lay their heads. But two things happened that day while I watched the sheriff put my stuff out on the curb and people driving past looking to see what they could take. And I'm just sitting in my car, and I had two dogs at the time. Midas was still a puppy, and I had my dog Fran. Fran passed away a couple of years after that, and I miss her every day, and I pray that she comes back to me some kind of way. But anyway, I'm sitting in my car with the two dogs, and I'm crying my eyes out. And this man comes up to me, and he says, "This is your stuff that they putting out?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, what you gonna do with it?" I said, "I can't do anything with it." I said, "Because I don't have any money. I don't have a truck. I don't have anybody to help me move. I don't have anything." I said, "I put what I could in my car and that's it." I said, "I don't even know what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go." He said, "Listen." And he reached in his pocket and he took out his wallet and he gave me $100. And he said, get go get a truck." He said, "My cousin and I are going to sit here and make sure nobody takes your stuff." He said, "When you come with the truck, we're going to load it up." He said, "We'll drive with you to U-Haul and unload it." And I was like, oh my God. So I got the truck, came back. Him and his cousin loaded my stuff up and followed me to the storage to because I ended up having to get a storage too. My mom had to pay for it. Put the stuff in the storage. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Grateful. Divine, exactly. Divine intervention all the time. But I still hadn't gotten the message. Still felt like shit because great, my stuff is saved, but I don't have nowhere to put it. My children don't have a place to lay their head. What am I going to do? So I said, you know what? Yes. And you know what, Aaron? That man didn't have a job. He didn't even have a job at the time. He was unemployed. And that man gave me money out of his wallet. I didn't know if he needed that money for a bill, nothing. And I thanked him for profusely. And I told him, I said, as soon as I can, I'm going to pay you back. He said, nope. He said, God got me. He said, my blessing going to come back to me threefold. He said, I've been in your position with my kids. I understand. But I still didn't receive it completely. Hi, warrior. Thank you. Yes, thank you for saying that. Um, so I dropped my dogs off by my mom. When I got the kids from school, dropped them off by my mama. I left my purse at my mom's house because, of course, my parents were like, well, she's going to go come here. But I still felt very defeated. I felt like a loser. I felt like the lowest of the low. I said, I'm going to end it all because why am I even here if I can't support my children? My children are better off without me. I drove to the lakefront. I parked my car. I had my keys in my pocket, but I remember I left my wallet on the little console between the seats. I left my shoes because I said, well, I want them to be able to open the door, bust the window, whatever, get my wallet and get my ID and see who the car belongs to so they can notify my family. I sat on the bench by the lake. And if you've ever been to New Orleans, you've ever been to the lakefront, we have benches along the lake where you could just sit and watch the water. So I sat down on the bench and I imagined myself walking into the water because there are steps that go down and just letting the water in Lake Pontchartrain just kind of overtake me. I closed my eyes and I meditated on it to prepare myself to just walk into that water and disappear. It started raining, very light rain, but it was raining. And the wind got high and the water got choppy. And I was like, okay, Kim, you got to do it. And I looked at the water and there were these two ducks, two little bitty black ducks. I forgot what they call them. And the waves were so high. The water was so rough. I watched these ducks and I thought, oh my God, the water's gonna overtake them. I'm like, oh Lord, those poor ducks, the water's so rough, how they gonna make it? The ducks didn't make a noise, they didn't squawk, they didn't flap their wings, they didn't attempt to fly away, none of that. They just rolled the waves. As the water came, they went up and they went over and they stayed chill. And then I looked above me and there was a seagull, and the wind was so high that it couldn't fly forward, so it was just kind of hovering. I'd never seen a bird do that before, but it was just hovering as the wind blew. And it wasn't panicking, none of that. It was just real chill. And when the wind died down is when it started moving forward. And I heard that voice in my head. And forgive me, because y'all already know I'm a crier. And that voice said, the water is going to get rough and the waves are going to come, but you just let them come and you flow with it. And the wind is going to blow, and sometimes it's going to hold you in place because you can't move. But let it blow, because it will stop and you'll be able to fly forward eventually. And I sat there and I cried. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And I watched that water, and eventually those ducks swam away. The seagull flew away. And I got in my car and I went home to start rebuilding my life. So, again, I'm not a religious person, I'm a very spiritual person. There are messages that come when we need them most. And that day, my life was saved by that man who gave me probably his last $100. And watching those ducks and that seagull. And that's why when I have my toughest moments, I think about that experience. But the day I made that video, I was having those thoughts again. Because, like I said, it was a horrible week. It was a horrible day. And I've, had bad days since then. But I know it's right here. I just don't have it. It's not up really high. Um, but I know that regardless of what comes at me, and it let me hear, yes, it did, Sad. Regardless of what comes, and I want all of y'all to understand that regardless of what comes, you just got to let it come. And you got to flow with it. Because the waters don't stay rough and the waves don't stay high, and the wind doesn't always stay that strong. Thank you, Erin. So if I am to be a beacon in this life, just like y'all are beacons for me. Thank you, Sam. Then so be it. Yes, warrior. And so be it. So I just want to say thank y'all for embracing me. And hopefully I'll get my emotions under control upon my return. I won't do so much crying, but it's been a lot, y'all. But I'm grateful. And I thank y'all for letting me express myself. I thank y'all for letting me share. I thank y'all for not judging me. But most importantly, I thank y'all for creating a safe space for everybody that comes here. Because sometimes people just need that one space for a moment. So even vampires, thank you. Thank you. So y'all, it's just me, Saf. I can't be nothing else. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Thank y'all so much for being here and for tolerating me for 92 minutes and 41 seconds. Oh, like I said, I'm going to take a break for a few days, but I will be back, and I will be back to share something intense. So, I'll let everybody know ahead of time which day I'm coming. So y'all just check. If y'all follow me on TikTok, I'll make a video post about it. I'll put it in the. I'll probably make a video for YouTube. So I don't know, but I'll let y'all know ahead of time so y'all can be prepared. So thank y'all. I love y'all so very much. It has been very real. I appreciate y'all. Have a peaceful and productive week. Thank y'all again. Crying is very cleansing. And I've done a lot of cleansing this week. Trust me. I will see y'all soon. And as always, I love you.